My name is Kevin Dang, and I'm a physical therapist here at Federal Comp and Wellness.
My name is James Bundridge, and I'm the first patient of the Work Hardening program.
So we have a lot of different programs here that we run here at Federal Comp and Wellness. Mr. Bundridge here is our first client of the Work Hardening program, which is basically a process where we try to get a patient who's been injured on the job back to working full-time at their normal job. So at the beginning, Mr. Bundridge started with about 2 hours a day, and it slowly ramped up to 8 hours a day while he's here in the Work Hardening program. So he's been here for about 7 weeks. This is the end of his 7th week, and he is going to be leaving the program, graduating tomorrow. So even though he's going back to 8 hours of work, we still know that he's not quite ready for that yet, but kind of getting back to working is going to be the most beneficial for him. So while he's going back to work at 8 hours, he's still going to have some restrictions, and that's not unusual after completing a program like this.
They really helped me along with most of the everyday tasks that we do as a city carrier for the Postal Service. What they did was they simulated the tasks and the weights that we normally carry, and gradually got me to more and more weight. And as far as my injury, which was a shoulder injury, I had a problem with my reaching, and so it simulated me preparing my route, casing my route, reaching up. I couldn't do it, repetitive like that, but now I can, with little to no pain at all. Where it started off, gradually, I had to, really do it slow, and now I'm at a pretty decent pace, and I'm ready to do full time on the job with a few weight restrictions, and maybe casing at my own pace right now. So I'll be starting this Saturday back to the post office, and I'm definitely ready physically and mentally.
So first, the physical therapist will perform an examination and determine whether or not you're appropriate for the program. If not, we have other options available. The functional strengthening program is more like 2 hours a day, and that's 2 to 3 times a week. The work hardening program, if we feel that you're appropriate for it, will, like I said, ramp up starting from about 2 hours a day, ramping up to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that's Monday through Friday. And we adjust the task based on your own job description. So if you have to do a lot of heavy lifting, then we practice that heavy lifting in here, making sure that you have good body mechanics, making sure that you are lifting without doing something that might hurt yourself. Yes. Likewise, if you have a task where you have to carry something, we want to ramp up that weight on that too, making sure it's a gradual progression rather than going from not lifting anything or carrying anything to carrying 30 or more pounds at a time. That way we know that we can understand how your body responds to that kind of activity.
When I first started with the Postal Service, they give you some instructions on how to lift, but as your career goes, things start to get so hurried, and you sometimes don't use a proper technique. Here I've learned to use my legs with everything, and little to no back pain at all because I'm not using my back. I'm learning to use my legs. I've lifted 45 pounds up from the floor and put it on like a waist level shelf almost every day, and I had no problems at all. It's all in the legs, and once you've learned that, you can have a mindset of doing it every day on your job and taking your time as far as the lifting part.
And that's something that we really try to emphasize here. We try to make sure that everything that you're doing is something that's not going to re-injure yourself or cause you any increase in pain while we're doing the task. So for example, with Mr. Bundridge, we started with carrying, 10 pounds?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Somewhere around there, 10 pounds. And then each week we gradually added 5 pounds here, and so now he's able to carry 30 pounds without really too much of an issue. Same thing with lifting from the ground. He started off with
maybe 20 pounds.
Yeah, probably. He started with 20 pounds, and right now he's up to 45 pounds, which is not the required that you might have to do at the Postal Service,
Right.
but it is kind of working our way up to that. And even so, we try to simulate as much as possible the job tasks that the workers have, and so having him lift 45 pounds is obviously much better than just having him lift 20 pounds in pain.
Each day they'll put the tasks in order how they want me to do it. Kevin makes a list, and each task has a number, and I go by that. And a lot of times it's simulating the order of how I would be doing things at work. And so it's been very helpful, very helpful. I've definitely built up the strength with all the tasks that they provided here at the work hardening program. I definitely recommend it to anybody.